Our plan is working, my friend. Washington's troops are scattered. The palace is unguarded.
This will help you along. The mechanism's rather tricky, but I'm sure you'll be able to unravel it.
Very well. I will see you once I have succeeded.
All right. Now, I could theoretically kill some of these guys out here, but I don't think it matters, so. Also, I like how he handed me a key and said, this is complicated, but you'll figure it out. And it's like, you know, there's going to be more to it than just a key, but it's still just funny. It's like, man, you think I'm stupid. I mean, that statue's definitely got to, like, go down, right?
These doors were forced open.
Go up, see what's up here. Got some, I don't actually know what those are. Oh, hello.
What
Bullets.
target was up here?
No, I want you to go, like, around it. There we go. Thing on this one. I mean, it honestly seems like it's, you know, the doors were forced open. We can do that with Bear Might. Shooting at a target that's up there, we can fly. So, I mean, it would make sense for us to be up there. Nothing with this statue, eh? What is that? You know, I hope that that's something outside and not my computer making that noise. I don't think that you'll be able to hear it, but if that's my computer, that's a very worrisome noise. All right, in here, we already checked there. There was nothing up there. Maybe like on this layer though. Oh, up there. I didn't even see that platform.
Why is this loose?
That one I got no explanation for. Oh, is this from when she attacked him? I guess that also makes sense.
Mother, you failed to stop Washington, but maybe I can follow you to him.
Oh, come on, up there. Oh. Nope, don't want to climb, thank you. Oh, good lord. Well, look, alright, he didn't run and jump immediately. So I'm like, oh, she must have, like, climbed up here. Okay, good.
Mother,
Whatever that noise is definitely
failed to
outside.
stop
I closed my window and it
but maybe I can
Went
follow
quiet,
you to
so.
you.
Whatever it is, though, is kind of loud, because I can still, like, hear it a little bit. I'm just glad it isn't my computer. There we go. Yeah,
Someone
it's
in the
kind of loud,
palace.
wasn't it?
Shoot anything that comes through there.
Do not kill any animals, eh? Alright. No grabbing me, thank you. Oh, that was the wrong button. Ow, prick. Ow, prick. Alright. I'm assuming his zoo is down there. Now, is the cat as sensitive as, like, the dogs? Like, are these animals going to be hostile to me?
Dried blood. Too much for a human.
Okay.
There are teeth marks on this.
Okay. So I'm guessing that he's, what, feeding people to the animals? I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Although I don't know where else to investigate here. Unless there's a way, like, under here, maybe. I mean, no, because I mean, there's water, but obviously not enough. Actually, yeah, I don't think I need to be here. Maybe I need to open that door with the other barrow. Nope. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Oh, there it is. It's over there, apparently. Where? Oh.
Someone broke through here.
really losing health during this. And for some reason, the bee wasn't showing up. While I was in my wolf cloak mode, which is weird. Oh, whatever, that one wasn't too bad. A big ass pyramid. Which, I mean, obviously, but it's a pyramid after all. Of course it's going to be big. But still. Okay, well, I'm assuming by that it just hasn't given me another optional objective yet. I like how it, okay. And then it just straight up gives me, it's like, yeah, you can't look that high. I also like how they trained us to be like, yeah, you can use it while you're in the air. And then, like, I think that right there may have been the first time that they've made us do it. Huh. It's got, like, weird light there. Hello. Oh my god. Let's just give another one, shall we? Oof. Okay. Really? Really? I hit B. Was it because I was holding right trigger? Is that the issue? I was holding right trigger so he couldn't counter. Man, I really wish my wolf pack worked inside buildings. I mean, like, I'm summoning fucking magic wolves. Does it really matter if it makes sense that real wolves could get in here or not? Oh, and I actually got rid of all of the annoying guys. Oh, fuck off. Piss off. Alright, anyway, what is this? Oh, I see. Switch. Switch. I mean, it wasn't in under a minute. Yeah, it wasn't a hard puzzle. I mean, I knew I was making a keyhole in the middle. Keyholes have a very distinct shape. So is that what we used Franklin's key for? Is that like the only thing we needed? Because I don't understand why we would need a specific metal for it. You know, it seemed like we were following the way she escaped. But we don't really know how she got in here in the first place, right?
Mother, it is time I finished what you began.
Also, don't we have one more mission after this? Maybe? At least I believe so. Okay. wasn't like some only, yeah, there was no chain flight. I do like how when, like, there it says in under and then it shows 49 seconds, but if you actually go to the menu, it tells you that it was in fact a minute that you had. I can't imagine somebody failing that. Like, well, to be fair, I can't. I can imagine somebody failing it by, like, clicking on it and then, like, getting just, like, going to take a drink, or like something distracts them while they're playing it and it just like sits there. But I can't imagine somebody actually like sitting there starting it. Oh, that's no, I hit down to switch powers, thank you. Starting it and not getting it in under a minute. Like, it's not an actual challenge. All right. Man. So, with something like this, right? Like, let's say this happened exactly the way it's playing out here, including us about to go and whoop Washington's ass, right? What happens with this partially built pyramid? Like, because I feel like leaving it there is a waste, destroying it is a waste, but building it is like finishing, like solidifying his like giving him like an almost like an honorary like historic figure thing, you know, like it would be honoring like a dickhead. So like, do you finish it but like change it in some way? Like, I really don't know. Because like obviously a lot of resources went into building this thing.
It is you at last. Commander Washington. If you give up the apple, I will let you live. Give up the apple? It controls you.
Is that what you believe? I believe I control it. Although I never considered the possibility that it could control someone. Perhaps it can.
You have been corrupted by the apple's power.
Corrupted? Well, that raises an interesting question. Do you wish me to give up the apple in order to save my soul? Or do you wish the apple for yourself so you can control the nation?
The true rulers are the people.
Let's not deceive ourselves. It's an absurd thought, but let's suppose that I were beholden to this apple. How would you behave differently?
I would use it for the good of everyone.
Well, the possession of the apple is both a burden and a blessing. Tell me, when you shake the earth, do you feel that you are a slave to the people? Or do you wish to be their master?
The people want you brought down.
But you didn't answer the question.
I am the only king here!
I mean, I feel like he did answer the question. Like, do you feel like you're a slave to the people? And he just said that that like, you know, the people wanted him brought down. So I feel like that's a yes. Okay, that one didn't work.
Here is the heat of my anger. Welcome back. Get thee hence.
There we go. That, okay, switching powers for that one. I don't know what our bear might power will be to do it, but... Oh, good lord.
You've run out of tricks, eh?
Ow, no, I didn't.
At last.
Oh wow, only got one hit on that one.
Feeding from sight only angers me. Any other tricks?
Damn it. You know, Connor, the fact that you're getting that close to him with a bladed weapon and then failing to kill him is kind of sad.
I will end you for all you've done!
Maybe using Bear Might once I get close would have done something more, but... Oh, okay.
We are now many.
Oh. Yeah, go ahead and follow. Okay, that did count. That's good. Ow, prick. Yeah, you gotta get up, Connor. Ow! I mean, I don't seem to have health here, so I'm not entirely sure how I fail this. Don't I still have one more? Oh, I guess. I gotta say, considering that I was, like, destroying, like, steel grates and that, the fact that that glass held up at all is kind of ridiculous. Achievement! I remember in one of the other Assassin's Creeds, like 2 or Brotherhood or something, when you did like the secret things, it showed you like a bunch of pictures of like leaders throughout history, like Napoleon and that all had the orb on them, or had like an apple on them somewhere. Because
Armageddon. I died trying to bring down Washington. But I plead with you, do not pursue the apple.
My son, I am so worried for you. The sky journeys have led you astray. Give up your fight for the apple, please, my son. Please.
it's not a fight for the apple, though. Oh, look. It's me.
Now's your chance. Take the apple. Take it. Take it.
Commander.
Take it. Take it from me. I do not want it.
No man should possess a power so absolute.
Sink it.
Clearly, it isn't absolute.
Weight it. And sink it to the bottommost reaches of the ocean.
Where are we headed anyway?
Out.
Commander Washington,
I thought I was alone.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's quite all right.
Things appear to be at a stalemate.
I'm afraid so.
Might I suggest, Commander, that a republic cannot survive in a world with so many contending powers?
I beg your pardon.
Elected bodies, to be sure. The war was fought for this. For this nation to prosper. For this nation to thrive. The weakness of a republic must be balanced by a powerful man at its center. A powerful man, Commander, who, if I may be so bold, would be elevated in the eyes of the world if he were given the title of king.
Sir, I believe I can answer you in complete candor. Your proposal raises the greatest mischief that could befall my country. You could not have found a person to whom your schemes are more disagreeable. Let me conjure you then. If you have any regard for your country, concern for yourself or posterity, or respect for me, banish these thoughts from your mind. Never communicate as from yourself or anyone else a sentiment of the like nature.
We are done here.
You want to go back?
Yes. Back. Take us back.
Where's Captain Faulkner? Like, that's weird. That's just like some random dude steering the ship now. I mean, the thing with like, hey, we're done. The thing with like powerful artifacts like that, and just like dumping them where they can no longer be found and stuff like that, is like, if they exist, like if you find one thing that does magic of some kind, right? Like, arguably, this is just technology we don't understand, like that crappy explanation in the Thor movie. I like the movie, but that explanation as to what they do is nonsense. It's just science you don't understand. It's like, nah, it's fucking magic, dude. But like, as soon as you find one, that opens up the possibility for there to be more and others, right? I guess that's the same thing. But like, which means that if there is more, there could be some that are stronger, there could be some that are weaker. Who knows who's going to find which, you know? So it's like, if you just get rid of the one that you know about, not only do you risk somebody at some point, maybe not even in your own lifetime, but coming across it somehow in the future, you also risk losing like your only option to fight back against. I will actually kill this music here. To fight back against any other ones that may appear later, you know? It's like, there's a lot of them. Like, I just watched the Librarian movies, right? And they have like all these artifacts in there. And like Warehouse 13, I fucking love that series. And it's like the same thing. They go around, they collect all these magic artifacts and they store them, but they don't destroy them. Now, you can destroy them. I think they do end up wrecking one or two throughout the course of that. But they store them all. Now, to be fair, they don't store them very well in Warehouse 13. It's just like a bunch of like fucking plywood shelving, and they throw it on the shelf, and it's like, eh, good enough. I mean, they do have a little bit more high security place for some of them, but it's still not great. And like, there's a whole story arc in there with a guy who wants to use them to make the world a better place. Like, he wants to, it's like, if I take this artifact, it has this positive effect and this negative effect. This other artifact has this positive effect, which cancels out that negative effect. And its negative effect is canceled out by the first artifact's positive effect, right? Which basically means that you get two positive effects out of it. I realize that just seems like you're back to a baseline zero, but yeah, it's more complicated than that, and whatever, right? Um, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense, kind of, you know. But once again, once you open up that can of worms, you now have, like, let's say, the general population knowing about these magic artifacts and then seeking them themselves. Like, theoretically, we currently, in real life, have people seeking out magical artifacts. That is a thing that people search for. Uh, as far as I'm aware, nobody's ever found one. I mean, they found artifacts, just none that do magic. But also, if any of these TV shows and movies are to be believed, even if they did find one that did magic, it would immediately be confiscated, and at best, they would get a duplicate that looks the same. Which actually, I think, is another thing they do in Warehouse 13, where they just make like exact copies of artifacts and replace them, so that like the non-magical artifact can still like be on display in a museum and whatever, but they have the real one that does the magic shit. Uh, because yeah, it's like, and I realize that that's a lot of times because but then that brings obviously its own risk because like if you do have a place full of these magical artifacts and shit, then that just means that other people, either people that work for you or that come in later or that happen across it like it generally doesn't take much for corruption, which is why I feel anyway a lot of these movies and TV shows, the teams that collect and store these artifacts are very small. They're very small. They're very specifically hired and brought in to do this. Uh, and they very much are kept close watch on. And even then, because that limits the possibility of corruption, right? Um, because if you just like have a bunch of people, because like theoretically having a bunch of people all over the place increases the odds that you find these artifacts and can bring them in and get them stored and everything, right? And get them, safely secured. Uh, but for each person you bring on, that's another risk, you know? And it's like, yeah, and the more people that you need and the more people you bring in, the less track of everything you can keep. And the better the chances that, and let's even take corruption off the table. Just the more likely, just like the higher odds that somebody at some point will fuck up in a way that is irreparable. Whereas once again with a small team, obviously that chance is still there, but we're talking 5 people with the chance, with like let's say a 1% chance to mess up majorly, compared to 100 people with a 1% chance each to mess up majorly. Like yeah, the odds are still 1% per person, but there's so many more people. All right, I'm just gonna skip the credits because I'm gonna assume they're the same as the base game. But there we go. And then obviously we already did it. And that should be our last achievement. Yeah, 84 out of 84, 2,000 gamer score. Not all of that is for Assassin's Creed 3. Some of that is for Assassin's Creed Liberation, because when I got the Assassin's Creed 3 remastered, I played a little bit of 3 and then just played through all of Liberation because it's such a good game. But that's it for Assassin's Creed 3 and its DLC. I like it. It's a good game. Like I said, the notoriety sucks ass. And the DLC is, the story of the DLC is great. It's fantastic. But the fact that you're constantly at notoriety with no way to get rid of it, and the amount of enemies they throw at you, the DLC, I gotta say, overall, not good. Like I said, there's too many people. Uh, you're constantly being attacked. Like that's like the issue that I had in the base game in the Frontier, where you constantly had one notoriety with no way to get rid of it. You couldn't pass by like anybody, because like if you walk, because the thing is, right, it's like with the notoriety, they investigate you at one, and it's like if you hold right trigger, you're high profile, and they investigate you faster and then they attack you. Whereas if you don't hold right trigger, then you're low profile and it takes them longer to figure out who you are. But the thing is right trigger is how you run. So I mean, like let's say that you run twice as fast as you walk, it also makes them detect you twice as fast, which means you either run and be detected in 2 seconds, or you walk and be detected in 4 after you've crossed the same amount of distance. So it's like just it's like I said, it's not good. It's the worst notoriety in the entire series. It's better in literally every other game. Uh because that was like one of the two major complaints about this game. Like the two major complaints about this game is the notoriety system and that Connor's kind of a meh character. And yeah, I mean, like I said, he's better than I remember. Maybe it's just because like I'm older now, and whatever. I don't know, but he's definitely better than I remember. But the notoriety system does and always will suck in this game. But yeah, that's it for Assassin's Creed 3. Uh, ooh, we did end up over an hour in this, so I will probably split it into two. I was just gonna make it Tuesday and Thursday, but anyway, I did put up a poll. Let me check it again real quick just to make sure. Good lord, look at all that crap. Because last I checked, posts. Yeah, it's still Dead Island. Nothing's changed on that poll, but that's not a surprise. That went up a while ago. I doubt that anybody is seeing that poll anymore. So yeah, Dead Island will be next. Which I do believe I actually did play on here once before with a friend of mine and his boyfriend. But then they stopped playing, so unfortunately the video ended. But hey, now I get to go back and I'll restart it, start from scratch, single player, and we'll go through it. There isn't as many collectibles in that one because I mean getting a bunch of loot doesn't really help you all that much from what I remember. But anyway, should be fun. I've never finished the game. I think I've made it to the second chapter once, which may have actually been in the Let's Play that I did before. But thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.